Hi everyone, my name's Tony Richter, one of the partners at Bastion Consulting. Today we've got with us Scott van Munster from Mushiny, the general manager, and we're going to be asking some questions around automation, skilled labor, and the continued adoption of technology in warehouse operations.
Hi everyone, I'm Scott van Munster, the general manager of solution and sales at Mushiny Australia.
So Scott, technology is obviously becoming more prevalent in warehousing operations. What are some of the key factors contributing to this continued adoption?
Yeah, I think there's three things, particularly in the Australian market. Firstly is the price of land. It's widely reported in Australian media how expensive property is.
Yep.
And this is, industrial property makes no escape from that. The second is labour, so cost of labour in Australia and also scarcity of labour in Australia. And thirdly is changing consumer demands. So I think 10 years ago, the e-commerce demand of the Australian consumer was, I'll order something online and I'll get it in a week's time, and that's okay. That demand has completely changed now. I know personally, if I place an order and if I don't get it the same day or the next day, I'll be seeking new suppliers. So all three of those factors have contributed to stress at a distribution centre level, and all three of those factors are pivotal points which cause customers to want to automate. And it's actually the core reason that Australia is, on the bleeding edge of technology and innovation in the automation landscape.
Scott, what are some of the benefits for implementing automation in a warehouse setting?
Yeah, so very simply, Tony, automation improves efficiency of a warehouse. So if you think of a manual operation, around 50% of an operator's time is spent walking to locations or pick locations, which is unproductive travel.
Yep.
So what automation does is it focuses that energy on the productive part of warehouse operations, which is picking or packing.
Yep.
So operators are standing there and goods are being delivered to them, and that improves their efficiencies quite drastically.
Scott, what are some of the fringe benefits that maybe not thought of when implementing automation in a warehouse setting?
Okay, there are other parts to business cases that allow automation to stack up, such as reducing footprint.
Yep.
So with very high industrial property prices at the moment, footprint of the whole solution and the warehouse is very important, and automation plays a key role in reducing that footprint.
In your experiences, you've been in this industry for years. Have there been conversations with customers to say you're not ready or it's not the right time? Or if so, how do you manage that conversation? Because it can be difficult around this is the right solution, it's the right time for you. How do you go about having that discussion with a client?
Yeah, we'd never say no to a customer, but it does require an extra level of care.
Yep.
When we start that implementation process. The challenge with working with small and medium businesses is they don't have the level of management in place that are purely across their operations.
Yep.
So, when we're talking to smaller businesses, we're normally talking at an owner level, which is different to talking to the general manager of operations.
Sure.
Who knows everything about that operation.
Yep.
Owners know a lot, but they know a lot about every aspect of that business, and maybe not down to the weeds of detail that we need in the warehouse space. So I think that's where it comes down to, choosing the right vendor for you. You need to make sure that they're set up to educate you and take you on that automation journey with them.
Yep.
And that they have appropriate training and documentation that they can provide to you to guide you on that way to run an effective project.